weather was like finally warm enough, and it wasn't super wet out anymore, so I was able to fucking ball up a little bit today when I got home from work. Felt good.
Ballin'.
Felt good to get out there. You know, it didn't feel good. Didn't feel good for the little kid that was coughing everywhere to keep trying to come onto the court where I was and like try to play. I'm like, dude, first of all, I'm not trying to play basketball with some random child. And then a little bit later into my session, this dude, like I'm out there with noise canceling headphones on, and I blast music. I am completely in my own world. So if I'm not responding to you trying to talk to me, I can't hear you, dude. So this guy starts like waving at me to get my attention. He's not on the court. He's like outside the court. And so I like pause my music. I'm like, oh, what's up? He's like, 1v1? And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm just shooting around. No, I'm in dress pants and a dress shirt. You're gonna beat me. I just want a 1v1. I was like, no, I'm good, dude. I'm all set. He's like, what about horse? I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm just shooting around. I'm all set. There's a spare basketball on the court on the other side. If you want to shoot around, go for it. No. I just wanted a 1v1. Whatever, dude, and walked away. I was like, what the fuck is this? What is going on?
Yeah, I feel like it always happens to you.
The same thing Jen said. She was like, why does everyone always want to talk to you on the basketball court? I don't fucking know. What about me looks like someone you should approach? Nothing.
You're a white man on the court. They're like, yo, let's ball. Let's ball up. I'm going to dunk on you.
It was another white guy, I think.
He feels like he's like the better white guy. He feels like he's like the Larry Bird to your Scalabrine.
Listen, that's aggressive, but I
know.
I don't care. I'm just trying to fucking get some cardio in. I'm just fucking hooping. I'm not trying to do anything other than fucking pop some shots. A couple of layups off the backboard, maybe little free throws. I'm doing cardio. I'm not trying to fucking hang out with random people and play one-on-one. Nothing about that is interesting.
You need to get your own hoop is what you need to do. You need to just cut out
the middleman. No, there's 3 courts near my house. Usually, I'll go to the one that's super close. If there are people there, I will walk to the next one. If there are people there, I will walk back home, get in my car, and drive to the third one. And usually, at least one of the courts is empty. The summer gets a little dicey, but depends on when I try to go out there and ball up. But the court right near me, there's a pickleball court next to it. That's what's packed. The basketball court is usually empty unless there's like other old people like me trying to play basketball, which I also don't want to play with them. I just want to fucking shoot around. Anyways.
You should have been like, nah, dude, I'm too good for you. And then turn around and just been like, Rain Man! Launched off the backboard.
Listen. This is why they call me the real Donnie Duckets, okay? Fucking Brenny Buckets, actually. Shit, is that my new nickname? Am I Brenny Buckets? Anyways, we got a great show for you tonight. We got a little double down. We're going to do 2, make up our March movie episode and do our April movie episode tonight as separate episodes. So you were listening to the Mickey 17 episode. If you're here for Mickey 17, you're in the right place. Welcome, everyone, to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we talk about basketball too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Friday evening is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, how are you doing tonight?
Now I kind of want to hit up the court when someone else is playing and be like, "Oh, yo, what up, young blood? You wanna play some ball?" And then absolutely eat it on the court. As soon as I step out there, fall flat on my face.
So
I don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Just drop kick the ball into the water and walk away.
When he checks the ball with you, just throw it right wicked hard at his face.
Just try to deck him. Yeah. This actually sounds like a bit that would be really funny and can also go horribly wrong. We should definitely record you doing this so we can get both ends of it.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty funny, but that's me thinking about it now. In the moment, I'll probably have, better decision making.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also joining us tonight, of course, is the Disney daddy himself, Mr. Dominic 40 Dom. How are you doing tonight?
Here.
That he is. You know who's not here, but here in spirit and I guess in voice is the one, the only Todd Gary. Todd, how are you doing tonight?
I'm here.
We have a great show for you tonight. We're going to talk about Mickey 17, which is Mike's PTC Movie Club pick for the month of March. So if you haven't watched that film or don't care about Mickey 17, probably a good time for you to pause this episode and either come back or never listen to it again. We are going to hop right into that, and it's going to be spoiler filled with no hold barred on anything to do with that film. So if you don't want that, make sure this is your last chance to pause this episode of the show. Other quick housekeeping things, and then we'll roll right into it. This episode, of course, sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty from the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening. You want yourself something hot, sweet, tasty, fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. If you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can definitely check them out on social media at Goodnight Fatty and at Good Morning Chubby and educate yourself on these tasty treats. And I really got to fix this pre-recorded thing on my brain because they are open on Thursday and Mondays now, and it's not in the loop of my word vomit. So
it's terrible advertisement if you can't even give the right answers.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving them correct answers. There's just also additional times.
Additional information. Someone's sitting there listening to you say all these things like, man, I wish they were open Thursday night. I can make time Thursday, but they're not. Yes, they are.
I'm just fucking it up. So definitely check them out. And if you do head down, let them know Pass the Controller sent you. Other quick housekeeping things. I don't know if you want to hear me talking about video games this week. I joined the Game Informer podcast this week, so that episode is now available on their YouTube channel and podcast feeds wherever you can get podcasts. Wherever you listen to this show, you can go check out the Game Informer show, and I am on this week's episode talking about Kiln and vampire crawlers.
Preach the good word of Kiln.
That's what I was doing, baby. That's what I was doing. That's why I got tapped in to be on that episode, was primarily for Kiln. So, anyways, check that out. Alex and Charles were fantastic, as always, to hang out with. So make sure you add that to your to-do list this weekend. Listen to that episode or watch it. They do a great job with their video version. Not like this. Not like this. Theirs is great. Has transitions. The camera scenes move around to show gameplay of the game they're talking about. It's great.
If you had a Matrix drop on the soundboard right now, you could have played the not like this. Not like this. Would have been perfect.
We're not a soundboard show. That's just not what we are. We don't live our life that way.
I desperately want to be a Shock Jock radio host.
Again, you brought this up last week, Mike. We're gonna plan it, meaning we will pick the time where it's like the week we're gonna do that. But I need you to go full committal. It's everyone on the show that week is full committed to the bit. It is just an episode.
What were the I'm trying to remember the name of the characters on Parks and Rec. I remember the dude, but who's the other guy?
The douche and fucking it was the douche, right?
It was the douche, but it was somebody
mouth?
else too. No, it was like Ripper and the douche.
Yeah,
look at the douche nation.
It was Nick Kroll and someone else, right?
Yeah, Nick Kroll, and I also forget who the other guy is. I think I don't remember who it is.
Okay,
that's on me.
Ira. Crazy Ira and the douche.
Crazy Ira and the douche. There it is.
There it is. I had something else and I lost it because of that. So let's just keep it going. Mickey 17, as we do with every one of these. Actually, before we even get into it, May is here. Dom's pick is May. Dom, do you have your movie?
Not in this episode.
Okay. We will have that for you
soon. Maybe by the next episode.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. So Mickey 17, as we do with all these episodes, we'll start off with the Rotten Tomatoes score. What do we think Rotten Tomatoes has for Mickey 17, Mike, since it's your movie? Why don't you go first?
I feel like this is going to be and I'm just going to set this out there, like low 80s, maybe high 70s for both of them. So we'll just say tomato. The critic, let's say tomato. All right, rotten. Is 79.
Okay.
And then we'll say popcorn is 76.
Okay. Dom, what do you think?
I don't know what Mike said, but 85, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
85 even. Todd, take us home on meaningless points. These are our whose line is it anyway points.
Okay. I will say 78, 73.
Okay, so Todd definitely looked it up.
I 100% didn't.
Like 1,000,000% you looked it up.
I
You
swear to
didn't
God, I
double
did not.
bullseye Mickey 17. I'm
Shut the fuck
sorry.
up.
You just-
I would like openly admit, I'd be like, I would laugh if I actually.
You've done it before.
like, you know-
Listen, you double bullseye.
whatever.
Mickey
Whatever, I looked it up.
17. Did you look it up? Did you?
No.
Oh, god damn it. He definitely fucking did. So Todd is really on the pulse with this one. Let's
If
see.
you haven't noticed, whenever I don't know an answer to anything, my answer is always 78, like 90% of the time. Even in the game.
Back. I don't know about that one. That seems
Or like, or 88, around either or.
oh my goodness.
So I get points for that for the double bullseye, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get
definitely. You win.
4. Whose line is it anyway? Points.
You just win. You just win for the year.
You and
And that they hold down at the end of the game.
you and Wayne Brady and Drew fucking Barrymore? Drew, wait, what the fuck is his
Drew
name?
Barrymore.
Yep, Drew Barrymore,
No.
famous
Hold
host
on,
of
what is
Bucks
his
Family.
name?
Drew Carey.
Drew
Drew
Carey.
Barrymore. Drew Barrymore. What the
Drew-
fuck is
Drew
wrong
Carey.
with me? It's too bad. I've been awake since like 5 a.m. That's the problem. There's no budget listed on Box Office Mojo. What does Wikipedia say? Wikipedia says a budget of $118 million dues. What do we think this did on the box office, Mike?
Let's say 100. I'm gonna say 90.
Okay. So Mike thinks it came in below budge. Dom?
I don't know.
Okay. Also an acceptable answer since these points don't matter. Todd, what do you think?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is this is this domestic or is it both? I can't remember what we do.
We always do the whole box office. We don't ever split.
Oh, okay.
The whole
Oof.
enchilada.
All right. If I
Why?
if I could guess,
do you want to try to triple bullseye? You want to like what the fuck are you
no,
doing?
no, I can't remember. I couldn't remember what we do. I'll say 131.8 million.
So Todd is just looking it up again. Like,
I looked that one up because you said I did the last one.
Okay, all right. I mean, it's still wrong. So you looked up the wrong number, but you're close. It's 133.5. So, I don't know. These points don't fucking matter. We're just gonna move on. But I would argue probably not a box office success based on the.
This movie had a lot of issues. I think it got pushed back quite a
Right.
bit.
I don't.
They had
it with 19 million at doing 133. Is that what? How is that like
not
a?
bad.
I mean, it's not. I guess
For
not
that
terrible,
kind of movie.
but it is. It's not great.
No.
Yeah.
That movie was in like purgatory for a while. I think that like he had a lot of issues getting that movie even out into theaters.
Interesting. Yeah, I did like $110. Like, what is that bad for a movie with that much?
For
I have a
with
budget.
your budget, you want to make back. I think what was it? 1.5.
Marketing and
You want to make back 1.5
Yeah.
over what you spent, something like that. I forget the number.
I think 1.5 is like break even, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, you want to double it plus half to cover marketing is
Yeah.
the break even. I think.
I guess I'm just I don't know what the buzz was around this movie coming out. I mean, I feel like you got the director Bong Joon-ho. Am I speaking crazy?
Yes.
Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming off of Parasite for this, right? That was his last movie,
I think so.
Yeah,
which was
probably.
Oscar winner, multiple Oscars, I believe. Robert Pattinson led. Stephen Yeun's hot actor. I don't know. I'm surprised it didn't. I don't know. Maybe it did have a good like buzz around it, but it just didn't perform well in the box office. I'm not sure, but I'll just go hot off the top because normally we go. This is all of our first times watching this movie, right?
Yes.
Well,
Well, I picked myself, I guess.
I don't know how I am just now realizing that, ladies and gentlemen, we have Martini Mike on the show tonight. I underestimated you, Mike. I didn't know that you were just gonna roll up hot as Martini Mike. Mike has a martini glass, an espresso martini in a fucking martini glass, in a fucking hot tub. Anyways, this is all of our first time watching the film, correct? Sorry, you threw me way off when I saw you pick that glass up. Even though I think I did see you pick it up prior, and I didn't clock it.
My little light up glass.
Ooh, okay, that's from your birthday.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure that's from. I'm pretty sure we all. I don't know if Todd was there, but at least the three of us and Jen. I think was that Flying Saucer for your birthday. I think that's. From
I didn't know
trivia.
my birthday. I remember it being from Flying Saucer,
Yeah,
I didn't know it was my
I think
birthday.
you've had that glass for a long time. I think because I want to say that we were all at Flying Saucer for a trivia, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyways,
Anyway,
this was all of our first time watching this film, correct?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go hot off the top. I kind of really fucked with it. I mean, it has some issues for me, but I think overall, like, I really enjoyed the film, like, quite a lot. I think my biggest things, and we can dive into it as we go, but I think my biggest things are. I don't think the movie was too long, but I think the story kind of falls apart a little bit in places, and I think
it has some pacing issues.
yeah,
Definitely.
and I think because of that, the movie felt long. It was a long film, but I think it just felt longer because I think there were definitely times where I was like, all right, I mean, this is kind of what is going on here, but like overall, like I thought the acting was great. I thought like a lot of the messaging and theming was interesting and stuff I'm still kind of parsing out, and I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that I missed, but I liked the concept of the movie. I agree, Todd. I think there's some pacing issues. I think there's some overall story issues, but I do think that like when the story and like pacing is nailing it, it's fucking nailing it. Like I loved how the movie opened, where it was like I didn't really know what the fuck was going on, and then it like pulls it back, and it gets you back to that point through showing you how they went from where they were to that point, and I liked that storytelling a lot. What about you, Mike? It was your pick. How are you feeling about Mickey 17?
I would say I was underwhelmed, at least in the sense that I watched it and then I kind of forgot that I watched it.
Oh, wow.
It was fine. I think ultimately I went in expecting something different.
Okay. Did you know what the movie was about? Like, did you know the plot of the movie?
So I knew that there was cloning involved. I think I expected more cloning.
Gotcha. Okay.
I thought we were going to have like a multiplicity thing going on.
Well, at one point we did. Those damn multiples. You know what I mean?
Multiples. Yeah. Does anyone remember what Brenden thought the movie was about prior to this?
I can't remember.
I was trying to think about this all day. I'm sure I said something war related, is what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
You confuse it with an entirely different film.
I mean, it is kind of war related in some ways.
Like, a little bit, yeah. I think I was just picturing him on the movie poster in what I now know is more just like tactical snow gear, but I just like was picturing it in my head as like he's in an army uniform or something.
Yeah.
And the Mickey, I don't know, Mickey 17. I don't. It sounds like a call sign. Like it sounds like a. Like I don't know. That's going off of nothing to do with like knowing anything. I don't even think I knew that it was direct. Like I didn't think it was written and directed by Bong Joon-ho. Like
You did. I that much remember.
I did know that.
You did not.
Okay.
Because we had to say that to you at the end. Like, oh, wait a minute. I do know this movie.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I was not expecting. I was expecting. I feel like a lot of times you and I are kind of lined up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious.
Yeah, the movie was fine. I think I just was expecting something different.
Okay.
If we talk about it more, maybe I'll remember the film more.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have any lasting impressions of it.
Okay. Don, what about you?
I enjoyed it, but the pacing definitely like slowed it down for me. It like dragged through the middle portion of the film.
Yeah. Agreed. What about you, Todd?
I enjoyed it quite a bit, but like I think we all kind of feel the same way. I think it's a great 100-minute movie for a 135-minute movie, if that makes any sense. Like I don't think it should have been as long as it was. I think Robert Pattinson's like one of the best actors working right now. Guy's fucking incredible. And I even thought Bruce Banner was really good in it too, playing like a different role than what he usually plays.
I really need to finish your thought. I'll say it after.
Okay. I think that it tries to take on too many themes and doesn't know what it's addressing by the end of the movie in some ways. Like is it a satire about capitalism, exploitation? Is it a
Yes,
sci-fi thriller about the ethics of cloning? Is it like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so I don't think it's really about cloning. I mean, sure, you could
no, I don't
definitely
either.
glean some
Yeah.
from that, but I do think it is commenting on a lot of what you just said, and probably a few more things too. But I need to go back. I don't know how I'm gonna find this episode without really digging. I need to find the fucking episode. It probably happened more than once, where Todd makes this big thing about Marvel actors, and you call them by their character and not by the actor's name. And Todd does this the most egregiously out of all of us. Like, I should be the one doing it. I should be the one that's like, I don't know, Captain America.
Is that Todd said that, and I was like, Bill Bixby's dead, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And side note, yes, I know Bill Bixby's character was named David Banner in the show, but still, it
is interesting that he's the actor that you like. Associated with Hulk.
Yeah,
there's been 3 actors.
I mean,
since?
Ed Norton.
Yeah.
And
Lou Ferrigno.
Eric Bana.
Anytime I bring up Edward Norton now, I'm just going to call him Bruce Banner.
Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, but he played the Hulk. I was talking about.
He played
were there not sections of that show or whatever where he was Bruce Banner? I don't think I've ever watched
it.
Bill Bixby was
the Hulk.
Oh,
Bill Bixby. Bruce Banner, and then he turns to the Hulk. They paid
gotcha.
Lou for ignoring.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So to the Robert Pattinson point, I haven't watched enough, or I don't think really any Robert Pattinson movies. I'm sure I saw Twilight in high school. I don't actually.
See, I never saw that. I've never seen Twilight.
But I don't think I've ever watched another Robert Pattinson thing, so I can't really speak to. His acting. He's great in this movie. I just can't be like he's one of the best because I haven't watched The Lighthouse or Batman.
You watched The Boy and the Heron.
You watched The Boy and the Heron is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw Mike remember that, and I was like, yeah.
You know what's funny with Pattinson is that, like, I feel like he doesn't get the credit that the Dune guy gets.
You watched you I don't know if you actually watched Goblet of Fire, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I did see Goblet of Fire. Yeah.
No,
it's like the fourth one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I definitely did not watch all of those films. I definitely probably went with you, Mike, to watch Deathly Hallows in theaters.
He's not in that one. He's definitely.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I can promise you he's not in that one.
But I guess that I was trying. I think I've probably seen like maybe the first 2 in the last movie. I guess both parts of the last movie was split into 2 parts, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Timothée Chalamet gets all the credit these days for being like this amazing actor, but like I think he's like not even close to as versatile as Robert Pattinson is. I feel like Robert Pattinson is like a different person in every movie, where I feel like Timothée Chalamet feels like the same person in every movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we need to go off on a whole Chalamet project
yeah.
here, but did you think that this film, in any regard, including acting, was Oscar worthy?
I mean, just for Pattinson, probably. That would probably be the only Oscar.
He told us that Robert Pattinson did a better job in this movie than
Sinners.
He really did that. He really said.
And I stand by that.
Wild. Now,
did you see the Batman, Brenden?
I have not yet. Now, having seen both films, Todd, I can absolutely stand by. No, you're wrong.
I like Sinners more, but I think if we're going to compare leading actors for those 2 movies, I think Pattinson did a better job. I think his range is way wider.
The Parent Trap.
This is crazy. Anyways, so the way that this movie opens, and I don't really know what's going on, and obviously you're starting in like kind of in media res of like there's an ongoing thing, and they're going to show you the before after you see this part here, which I think is on purpose. And again, I think it's done well. I like the beginning of the film a lot. I think that just as Mickey 17 is sort of confused being alive in that moment, you're the viewer, I guess, also kind of confused about the situation, and then maybe not as much if you knew more about what the movie was about, but like I had no fucking idea what was about to go on, and I was so fucking confused. And this just brings it back to, I guess, how I have very little interaction with Pattinson is I looked at Jen and I was like, is that his voice? Like, that's how he sounds? Like, that's his voice? I was so confused.
No, not at all.
It once I got introduced to Mickey 18, I understood, oh, a lot of the Mickeys talk differently. like they all kind of have different voices and inflections and stuff, which I don't know. I'm not gonna dive into like how the cloning stuff works, but it seemed like a very drastic, like they were very different Mickeys, and I don't know how much of that. That wasn't a plot hole or anything. I just was like, do I want to think about that? That like all 18 of these Mickeys are like pretty drastically different in terms of like things. I just.
They make reference that I don't remember what her name is. Naomi Aki's character like mentions that like every Mickey has its own personality.
Okay. Nasha,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't like
she mentions that like every Mickey has like its own like personality and like character like quirks and stuff.
Yeah, there was Vanilla Mickey and then fucking Mickey Fuego, whatever she called Mickey 18. Yeah, I don't know. Someone else talk. Someone else to get into it. You don't remember anything about the movie, Mike? That's kind of crazy.
I'm trying to remember.
The movie wasn't bad.
There are certain things that I know stuck with me. Like, for instance, jumping around a bit, Steven Yeun's character. Well, actually, the first thing I'll say is, as I understand it, this movie is based off of a book. And this is like one of those movies where I'm watching it. After I finish watching it, I'm like aware that there's a book. I feel like any real like lingering questions I have may be answered if I had read the book. Like there'll be things I'd find out like, oh, okay, this is what they were doing.
I don't know if that's the case, though. So the name of the book is Mickey 7. And from what I was reading like some comparison different threads on Reddit because I was curious like if anyone kind of just like boiled it down to like what the differences were, and it sounds like there's a lot of differences, including the ending of the book and the movie are different. I don't know if that's normal for like book adaptations for them to kind of be a little bit different in that regard, but it seems like there was a decent amount of differences based on what I was reading between the two. Aside from just like names and stuff, like like his friend's name isn't Timo, and according to the thing I was reading, it was saying like Timo's actually like seemingly more of a like a nicer friend, like a nicer character in the book. The chancellor, what the fuck is Mark Ruffalo's? What is he? The chairman?
Bruce Banner.
Oh yeah,
Todd's right.
Whatever he is, like he's like the leader of this cult. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have a wife in the book, so it's just him doing that stuff. So I don't know. The wife character is interesting. I don't know how I feel about the wife character. Am I missing something with the sauce? Is that a symbolism thing that I'm not understanding?
Oh, it's definitely a symbolism thing. I don't know what it meant.
Okay.
For which one? What did you say though? For what?
She was like obsessed with sauces. She was like almost all of her interactions have to do with sauce. Like her whole thing at the end is cut off 100 tails so I can make them into sauces. Yeah. These sauces are going to last forever. Like I understand part of it was like they're stuck on this ship eating rations and probably shitty food. So like the sauces are elevating that so they're not eating just fucking whatever the fuck they're eating.
Checked it. It says it's a dark satirical metaphor for the callousness of the upper class.
I guess. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I mean, it's not Todd's word. I don't know whose word it is, but it's not Todd's.
Yeah.
I know whose word.
Chat GPT, could you please figure out?
I hate all this so much.
One of the things that I like really enjoyed about this movie was the printing process. That it's like just straight up printer.
Yes. It's so good.
He's like going in and out like.
It was very funny. I don't know. I liked a lot of the film. I think my biggest things were the pacing. There was some stuff that falls apart towards the end because I do kind of feel like, and maybe that's by design because like it's very clear whether that like some of this stuff is supposed to be directly talking about like maybe the government currently right now or not, but it's definitely a similar type of like you have this politician that is seemingly not really good at being a politician or leading people, who also is kind of being influenced directly by some sort of church cult.
I forgot about that part.
I think again, it kind of by design, like they don't want you to really reconcile with it, because I don't even remember when I realized that they were a part of it and part of a church thing, until at one point that bald guy with like the little piercing that kept showing up and was videotaping him constantly, he like leans in, and I forget, Mark Ruffalo must say something like, "Oh, thank the church. I mean the something else." And I'm like, "The church?" I was like, have I missed the fact that this has been influencing him the whole time? But that guy's been influencing him the whole time. So there's like a lot of stuff like that, and I think that towards the end, it kind of just for me gets a little messy of like kind of what Todd was saying. Like I'm not really sure what parts they were trying to wrap up and what they were trying to like do. Like obviously they were going here to colonize and do whatever cult weird shit they wanted to do. But beyond that, I feel like there's a lot of other things that get introduced that kind of don't go many places. I also am trying to remember, were there any other Expendables on this voyage? Was he the only one?
He was the only one they showed.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was saying before, like Timo's character.
Yeah.
What was he, other than being kind of an asshole to Mickey? What else was he doing? Like
he was
like ultimately at the end of the movie, he like ultimately at the end of the movie, he got no comeuppance. Like he came out of this, squeaky clean, scot free. The only thing that ever happened to him is that he got like a little burned when he almost fell down the trash compactor thing.
Well, the loan shark guy does confront his associate confronts him at the end, but he kills that guy, and then talks his way out of the trial. So Timo has a silver tongue. He keeps getting himself in and out of situations. He seemingly doesn't have to deal with a lot of repercussions.
Yeah. And Mickey does mention like when they go in for like the interviews or whatever, he's like, yeah, I had to figure out what I was gonna do because Timo like apparently is already a pilot.
Yeah.
As if like he already like talked his way into the fucking best spot that we could be. So I guess I gotta do like the fucking dirty work. Like,
yeah.
I think I don't know. I mean, I will say Mark Ruffalo's character, I have kind of like a up-down relationship, because at points I think it's like a good villain and like he's doing a really good job, and then at points I'm like, I don't know if he needed the veneers. I don't know if we needed that part. Like it was doing a lot and doing so much of this. Like it was doing like maybe too much at sometimes, but it was ridiculous.
What else I want to say about this movie?
It's your film, Mike.
It is my film. And under normal circumstances, I would have just kind of watched it and then been like, well, I've seen this film, but now we got to talk about it. So Did
you letterbox it?
I put it on my letterbox.
But you didn't write anything.
I got a letterbox.
Most of the time, I don't write anything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I think could have been something that I would have been like, wow, this is like a great film that maybe I'll think about and reference more later. I don't know if it really hit that point for me. Like I still really enjoyed it overall. I think there's like some great comedic moments. I think that there's again a lot of interesting commentary on things that this movie is clearly grappling with. I think that a lot of it is poignant to the time we're living in right now, but I don't think it comes away. I didn't come away from it thinking it made any like grand statements or like did anything spectacular that I'm going to be thinking about for a long time.
Yeah, I'm just glad that Mike picked it, because it's a movie I wanted to watch, but I probably would have never watched it if Mike didn't pick it, just because I feel like I can never cram in movies anymore that are on the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like it was always like a back burner movie that
Yep.
Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that. Oh, but this is on like
This just came out.
instead.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly.
Which is a shame because like it is a good film. I also say I feel like Steven Yeun is like
Another underrated actor.
Yes, for sure. But I feel like he's just underutilized in this movie. And I get
Yeah,
that
I
like,
think so, too.
his character is kind of not really that much of the film, but like I don't know. I feel like they could have did more with that character.
His character is like a plot device.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
need to get this guy in space like as an expendable. So give him like a shitty friend.
Yeah, give him a friend who opens a business that is macaroons or forever.
Macaroons in the future. Like I didn't really understand that, but
well, the explanation's even dumber because it's like we were given bad advice that macaroons were going to be the next cheeseburger or some bullshit. I was like, what? What are we talking about right now? Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of CGI in this movie with the creatures.
The creatures. You didn't even talk about the creatures.
I talk about the movie, Mike.
Talk about the second ship.
Talk about the second ship. I don't even know what I was to say about.
That's like a main plot point of the film.
It is a main plot point. Of the film.
Yes.
I thought at the beginning, at the bare minimum, when he gets eaten by the big creature,
but he doesn't.
I
he
thought
gets
that was.
saved.
I know, but I thought what was happening was that it did something different. All I can really describe it as.
Like, that's where I figured it was going to.
It got eaten, but it like actually gives him like immortality, something weird like that. Which is clearly not what happened. They just saved him. But that's what I thought was happening in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm assuming that what they didn't show was what it does to Zuko at the end at the end of the film, where it's like twirling it on its little tubies and tongue and all that, and like healing him with like saliva. I'm assuming that's what they did to Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, maybe.
And they just didn't want to CGI that. I don't think we needed to
see
that,
it makes sense because his arm wasn't bleeding after that.
Yeah,
and everything.
They healed him and dragged him out. Yeah, and it was like again, it like they give you the setup from the beginning, which is like we are peaceful. We don't want trouble with you. We just want you to leave us alone. I'm gonna heal you. I'm gonna drag you out into the snow. We're gonna go back. Leave us the fuck alone. And then you have this invasive, parasite that is the ship full of all of these people from Earth that are trying to, create a habitat for themselves here. And in doing that, Mark Ruffalo wants to eradicate that species.
What were the creatures called?
Bruce Banner. I don't know if they have a. They were calling them creepers, I believe.
Okay, so the creepers are Brenden, and the ship is anybody that tries to play basketball with him.
Correct.
Yeah. Yes. Listen, why can't I just? I'm just trying to ball up.
So what we've learned from the movie is that Brenden just needs to tell people, like, if you don't leave, I'm going to make your head explode.
Yeah.
I'm going to make your head explode.
Which was also fake. They revealed at the end. Can't do that.
But you can still tell people that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can still.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I can just start going.
I don't know if he could, but I wasn't going to fuck around and find out if he could, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, clearly, like, colonization is a centerpiece theme for this film. I just don't think it does anything remarkable with that theme. Is that fair to say? Am I alone there? I feel like it just it's a strong theme. It's a theme I'm interested in seeing a good thing about. It didn't. I don't think it did anything special there. I think all of the other themes within the film were more interestingly done, but also I think for the most part not really expounded upon that much.
I think it's more like colonization leading to genocide is like...
Yeah.
Because at the end, they've still, like, colonized the planet, but they're, like, living peacefully. Like
that we know of. I mean, at the end, one of the scientist ladies is, like, holding one of the creepers, which would make me think that maybe, like, why would the creeper want to be with them? Are they imprisoning these things? Or are they, like, I don't know, because they don't show any other creepers, I don't think, at the end. So I don't know why they would cohabitate, unless that one's just I'm a pet.
They had that one that they were talking to, right?
Yeah.
The main one, like the big one.
Yeah. And then the girl had like the little like baby one.
Yeah.
I don't know. My take at the end was like that they were just like, now we're working together.
Yeah. Yeah. Which obviously is like a sunnier outcome than what the movie was barreling towards. I don't think it was anything remarkable, I guess. I think there maybe could have just been something else. Like, they break the cloning machine and make it illegal on Niflheim. I actually meant to look up.
Niflheim is like the name of a thing.
I mean, it definitely is. I just don't like it's
It
also
sounds
it's
very
also in Final Fantasy VII. It's from
Yeah.
yeah.
It's Norse. It's one of the levels of the tree, whatever.
In Norse cosmology, Niflheim, World of Mist, is a location where sometimes overlaps with blah blah blah. Niflheim was primarily a realm of primordial ice and cold.
Okay.
Yes, it's where Doctor Who lives.
Oh, God damn it!
Also, I'm dumb. I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy VII is not Niflheim; it's Nibelheim. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if there's a deeper. I don't know enough about Norse anything to know if there's like a deeper mythology to go with. Is mythology the correct for Norse?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it.
So you said Final Fantasy, and in my head I went straight to God of War because I'm pretty sure Niflheim is.
Well, that makes more sense because it is like actually about that stuff. Well,
actually, I'm pretty sure
based about that.
I don't know if saying what I want to say is a spoiler, so I will refuse to say it. But
yeah, I don't know how like well it God of War is like following mythology. I have no idea.
They play around a lot with it.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't want to be like that's what God of War does, and I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about.
To be fair, Marvel also plays around with Norse mythology and
yeah. Yes.
But it is where Doctor Who and the Frost Giants live, so.
In Nibelheim? Or Niflheim?
Niflheim.
Who the fuck is in Nibelheim? Nibelheim, it's definitely a Final Fantasy VII thing. I'm losing my mind. I think that's where Sephiroth came from? I don't fucking know what I'm saying. Now I'm just going to look up Nibelheim. I just need to know now because I feel like I'm just losing my mind. Nibelheim.
What was his character's name, Mike? That Frost Giant?
Isn't Nibelheim where he burns down the village?
Doctor Who.
You might be right.
I said in Loki, in
Spoilers.
Thor and Doctor Who.
In Thor. In Thor.
Okay.
In Dark World. I keep calling him Doctor Who because it's what's his face?
Oh, Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah.
Oh no, those are Dark Elves. They weren't.
No, those were the Dark Elves. You're right. Yes. They weren't the Frost Giants.
You're correct, Todd. That is what Nibelheim is. It's where the fucking
he burns it down.
Yeah,
it's Cloud's hometown or whatever.
What is the thing in the thing when they go inside and he like pushes Tifa down the stairs? What is in the thing? What is the name?
Can't remember. I'm blanking right now.
Something with a J?
Nibelheim.
There it is.
What are we doing anymore? I think it's not Juno, but it's something like that. Let me just. Why are we doing this? Why am I doing this? Nibelheim. It's really not important to anything we're actually talking about. Genova. I knew it was with a J.
Oh yeah.
Genova is where. Yeah. Actually, is Genova the name of the character
in Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
We should stop talking about Final Fantasy VII just in case people don't know things about that game.
But is that correct?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
And no?
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else we got about Mickey 17 before we wrap up Mickey 17? Mike, you should play Final Fantasy 7 at some point.
Yeah. It is at the literal bottom of my maybe someday list. Not even on my I want to do this list. It's on my maybe someday list.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
Mike, you're right. Malekith is from Svartalfheim.
Yeah. So where are the frost giants from?
The frost giants are from Niflheim.
Okay. Sure. And there was
the dark elves are from Svartalheim.
Okay. I wanted to bring up something about the end of the movie. Largely that part, the weird fake out thing, if you can call it that.
When the mother or the leader is trying to hide in the swarms.
No.
I don't know why I said swarms instead of swarm, but fake out thing?
When they're printing out Bruce Banner.
Yes.
Oh, the dream thing?
Yeah. That's another scene that strikes me as something that would have made more sense if it takes place in the book and to be more of a thing around it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that all they were trying to say with that point is that Mickey 17 has grown and learned from Mickey 18, and I don't know, he's absorbed Mickey 18. Yeah, I don't really know otherwise what, because it's not even a dream. He's daydreaming about that while he's looking.
Yeah, they're in the middle of that little ceremony thing.
Yeah, which I understand the conflict of thinking about that machine, since he's literally born from that machine, and having some struggle with. I don't even think he has a struggle with wanting to blow it up. I think it's just having demons attached to that machine.
Right.
There's a guy dressed up as a pigeon a lot.
Mike.
Oh yeah, that's a pigeon.
Where's the giant pigeons from? What realm are they from?
The giant pigeons are from New York.
Okay. Why is there a giant pigeon costume guy? What is that guy all about?
I didn't really understand what the fuck was going on.
There's got to be a symbolism. I would imagine there's got to be symbolism to that. I just don't know what it would be. Yeah.
He just wandered onto the wrong set, and they were like, "Yeah, you can just."
Yeah,
we can make the movie.
I don't know. It just felt kind of messy at the end. It just felt like there was a lot of stuff that they were trying to talk about, and they didn't really find a good way to resolve some of them. I feel like the I don't know, the soldiers, the people that were that turned on Mark Ruffalo's character at the end, and were oh, we're gonna report you to the committee, and we're gonna I don't know. I feel like that was kind of shoehorned in. Why? I don't know. They bring it up at one point when they first when they fight Timo at the fire pit thing, when they're gonna kill him, because the guy comes down and he's somebody's been smuggling Zoki Dukes or whatever, Zocanil or whatever the fuck it's called. That's not good or whatever. And I'm okay, so this guy's clearly, I don't know, internal investigation guy. It just kind of felt rushed at the end of that. It just didn't. It was okay, so now this guy's now this one guy has a camera on his glasses that no one knows about, and he's just gonna I'm gonna rat everyone out. It just I don't know. But before we do that, actually, we're gonna wait for you to torture the two Mickeys and Nasha. We're gonna let you almost kill fucking Zuko while she's also on the ground holding her fucking teeth on this rope. We're just gonna let this happen for a bit.
We need it all on camera, otherwise they wouldn't have a case. They needed all that evidence.
I don't know. It was just kind of, I don't know.
And shit. See, there's a lot of things that I was thinking about, and I didn't I don't take notes. I just know that in the moment I was asking myself questions. So the other soldier, the one that almost hooks up with Mickey 17 during or before the dinner or after the dinner. What did I want to say about this? I don't know. I lost it. It doesn't matter. Forget it.
Welcome to my world.
What, about the soldier that also was interested in Mickey?
It wasn't even that. She was sort of interested in Mickey. She was clearly more upset about her friend dying. Her friend.
Yeah, I think it was more of a partner situation.
Yeah.
But they clearly used the printer one more time, because that was that person alive again at the end, right?
No, I think she got together. There was a new person.
Okay,
I could have sworn like they were like some of that worked for Mark Ruffalo's character beforehand.
Gotcha. I wasn't paying super attention. I just and I just saw them like her with another character.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they clearly used the printer one more time. That's what I was like. That's what I thought.
As far as I can, I mean, maybe
they could be different people. I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is, I feel like to use the printer properly, you would have had to like made a backup of their memories beforehand. And I think that was the only
right.
did with.
Yeah, so then maybe they didn't. Unless they had, like, I don't think it would necessarily be unreasonable to think that everyone on the ship had a backup memory in case of emergency. I don't know. I don't know how limited that resource is. I mean, it was just a concrete brick, it seemed like.
It was a brick, but they had to like do something to actually get the copy.
I don't know, Mike. They made a fucking translator in like a day or less. So
I think that lady was working on it for a while.
I think they could have.
Like she was very interested in the creepers.
Yeah, but it was like 12 hours between, it was like not even a day between them capturing the little guy, and then she looks at Mickey when they're going out to whatever, and she's just like, and he's doing it back. I'm like, what is going on in this movie? Lady, you can just say, can you talk to these things? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe she was like trying to say like, oh, I've also been studying their language. You can speak it too. She was saying it in their language, and he was going.
Okay,
like,
actually, no, actually, that is probably what was happening. Actually, because he just makes the noises back, and she was like, oh, you can't understand them.
You can't understand.
But she
like,
clearly
I've been working
could at that
this.
point. Yeah, okay. She was probably like, saying like, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, she was like trying to be covert about it. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, listen, you and I can speak the language, and he's just like, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, and that's when he's like, no, I have a showering gun. I actually just copied what he was doing.
Yes, he got that from his friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they twirled him up in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And you snowball him back into my mouth.
The second time that's come up for me today.
Off air, I want to know why it came up the first time. How do you think they powered the ship? No. Did they ever?
No, I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to think though. Realistically, did they ever say how long that they were there? Like,
I think
this
there was a
process?
message of how much time had passed.
Okay, because I know that they do a time thing once in a while, but I felt like it was mostly to like reference larger time jumps and not like whatever. I don't know. Closing thoughts on Mickey 17. I feel like we're kind of just talking about now.
No, I'm looking forward to Mickey 20.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Not sold on Robert Pattinson being the actor of our time. Not a bad actor in this film. Just I'm not sold on.
You gotta
him
watch
being...
some movies then.
Sounds like.
All right, you know what you have to do. Pick another.
You gotta either pick Good Time, pick fucking Lighthouse.
I actually think it doesn't matter because Todd's opinion is that this is better acting than Sinners, and I just don't understand.
I think Sinners is a better movie. I think if you're going to compare the two twins from two movies, I think Pattinson was better.
Oh, maybe I'll pick twins.
I also want to point out that they're not twins; they are clones of each other. And
well, yeah, you know what I mean. Like
it's just different acting for these four characters. Like it is just a different thing, and I think that comparing them in general makes no sense to me. But I'll let you have it.
I'm comparing them because they were like the two roles this year where they played multiple characters and like they were both well received performances.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was bad acting in the film. I think that like so much of Sinners is the two of them acting, or is him acting off of himself, where the Mickeys in this film, I don't think they're doing a lot of that. I think it's like very not the same.
They really kill each other for a bit.
Yeah, there's the fight scene, there's the sex scene, and then there's not a lot. Like they're for the most part together for the rest of the movie, but it's not like Smoke and Stack are like acting offy of each other for, I would say, a good chunk of the film, where I don't think that's the I think there's just more on display in Sinners. In regards to that specific, like the lead actor acting off of himself. But I digress. All right, no other closing thoughts on this film?
No.
Okay. Because we are potentially recording a second episode, we're not going to play the game right now because it's going to just take too much time. And we'll address points at the end of the Jane Silent Bob episode and do it in one fell swoop instead of doing two segments where it's going to just take a long time. So that will do it for episode 519 of the Pass Controller podcast. Friend of the show, fan of the show, keep this short and sweet. Just go to our website at passthecontroller.io. You can find everything we do over there. Leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to the show. If you want to watch the show live, we record it live at twitch.tv/passcontroller. If you can't catch it live but want to watch it, go to YouTube, type in Pass Controller Podcast. We appreciate you, and we will see you next time.